Innovations Fair 2023 Space, STEM, and Strategy Game Night with Peter Stauffer, NMSBVI volunteer, in collaboration with NMSBVI staff.
Hello, my name is Peter Stauffer. I'm a volunteer here at the New Mexico School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. My main focus is space STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. My enthusiasm for that has been as a father and a volunteer working with children and students to bring space STEM to them. We need kids in space. We need kids in STEM throughout our society. Currently, I work for LinQuest Corporation. I work for U.S. Space Force and U.S. Space Command, bringing space in a different manner to our nation. Now I am focused on bringing space and STEM to the students here at the New Mexico School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. In 2008, I was accepted as a teacher liaison with the Space Foundation. What a great avenue for different techniques, different programs, different opportunities. As a recent example, I made contacts with NASA Johnson Space Center, and we actually had a guest speaker who was a blind engineer from Houston Space Center give a talk to the students last year during our summer program. So we talked all about space, the solar system, and then we made stomp rockets. And Dr. Manish was able to be a guest speaker for the students from Johnson Space Center. What a great experience. In Colorado Springs, I've been working with the School for the Blind and Deaf. I've worked with the Challenger Learning Center. I worked with the Space Foundation. I worked with the Boy Scouts. All of those things were great experiences. We've done robotics. We've done rocketry. We've done different STEM and school trips. All kinds of different activities. And the best part of it is the kids have fun. This has to be fun. If we're not having fun, then we're doing something wrong. So over the last year and a half, we've done several different things. Last summer, we ran a special program during the summer program, week long. We took 2 half days. We did planets on a string. We studied the solar system, and we made stomp rockets. The kids put together rockets with paper and launched them using air. It was a great experience. Lots of laughter. This past year, we had a special program working on lunar craters, making craters, and was quite an experience for me and for the students because each group had a different need. Some things we focused more on making the craters. We used flour, we used cocoa, we used sprinkles, and the kids were able to drop objects. And depending on the level of the students and how much time we had, we adapted based on their needs, and based on my needs to understand how I could teach better. In the afternoon, we worked with older kids, and we broke down into 4 separate groups, and using all this wonderful recycled material, boxes, plastic, piping, everything, the students made their own Mars habitat. We talked about the different aspects of what it would take to live in Mars for an extended period of time. One of the projects we started earlier this year with a functional academics classroom was called Tomatosphere. We have seeds that have been flown, tomato seeds, that have been flown on the International Space Station, and a control group of seeds. The students in this classroom planted both seeds. We had packets of seeds flown on the International Space Stations and the control seeds. The students are reporting those seeds, recording, and will be reporting at the end of the school year to the Tomatosphere project on the results of that. So one of the new projects that have been started is a game strategy night in the residential setting. We started with chess, one of the best strategy games in the world. We're using these special tactile boards that blind and visually impaired students have, where half the squares, the black squares are raised up, the white squares are lower down, the pieces are a little bit smaller, and they're very distinct so you can feel them. Boy, has it been a different experience in teaching students who are blind or visually impaired chess. My daughter Claire and I have enjoyed coming here in those evenings in the residential area to teach the students how to play chess. We're going to continue that when school starts next year. Working with the students here at the New Mexico School for the Blind and Visually Impaired has been a great experience. They've taught me so much. I can only hope that they have learned half as much from me as I have learned from them. To see their excitement, to see their enthusiasm, to see when they get different concepts is amazing. And to hear them talk about it later on, the following week when I'm back at school, maybe doing something else with them, it gives me such a great feeling of satisfaction in knowing I've made a difference. These kids are phenomenal. What great students, and I know their parents are so proud of them. And I look forward to our next summer program. This July we're going to do something else. We don't know what yet, but I guarantee you it's space, STEM, dad jokes.
NMS BVI Innovations Department, New Mexico School for the Blind and Visually Impaired, Alamogordo, Albuquerque, statewide outreach, 1-800-437-3505, www.nmsbvi.k12.nm.us, spring 2023.